The Sin of Origin and the Wound, a Novella, by Valentin Bura. Full text provided for your entertainment and edification. Many terrible things in life seem to happen because a mother has been breastfeeding for too long, or she interrupted breastfeeding abruptly, I said to the young lady. I do believe, in essence, that is the source of the wound you are telling me about, I added, then expected a reply. This is a different matter, she then said to me. This is a witch's wound. A totally different thing altogether. No, this is the very same thing, I said. These things must be done in certain ways. There exists pleasure in breastfeeding, you see, like in most parenting activities. And how is this connected with a witch's wound? The libido in the phase of human maturity reaches a point of climax whereby the female in question clings desperately to a romantic attachment. This may happen to the human male too. As I said, it is highly dependent on how and when they were breastfed. I said to her, "And what is the end result?" she asked me, with unmasked curiosity. The end result is a hole in the chest area, I answered. And depending on the severity of the associated trauma, there exist certain forces acting from within you which are still governed by the libido itself, I added. I would have thought, it is the stupid patriarchal society we live in, she then taught me. I would have thought men are cruel beasts, which are impossible to tame, in any way or form, she added. It isn't quite like that, I said to her. After all, men do have this wound too. And in what way does a man exhibit this wound? She asked me then, what exactly does a man feel, to be precise? Well, that does depend on the man in question. Some men are cocky, others are daring, while others are quite shy. It always depends, I said to her. And they turned out to be the way they are precisely due to their wound? Precisely so, I said to her. Anna was in a stage in which she was terribly confused with her identity, as a female and as a witch. I just graduated from Victoria with a postgrad degree in psychology, and I decided to help her in a pro bono manner, just so that I gathered enough experience in order to open my own practice later on. She called herself a witch. That was surprising to me, to say the least. She also mentioned she was quite experienced in shadow work and followed Carl Jung quite closely, being a graduate psychology student herself. Yet she needed the counselling of a more experienced peer, or so she did claim. It is fine you're a witch. I'm an ex-Freemason, I said to her. Similar things, I'd say, I added. How on earth are these two things similar? She asked me in a very curious manner. Anna was quite the inquisitive type, very assertive and dominant. I was always the shy type, so we matched together quite well. Well, most types of witchcraft, including Theosophy and Wicca, are Masonically influenced. Didn't you know? Gerald Gardner was a Freemason. Anna, I said to her. Really? So mote it was? She asked me as a joke. Precisely, I said to her. She did have a fine sense of humour. I did enjoy that about our relationship. Except, she claimed she was struggling with depression and anxiety. I tried to help her in the best way I could. Are you also channeling? I asked her at one of our first sessions. Yes, I am, she told me. Wanna try? She asked me. No thanks, I said. That wouldn't be professional, I replied. Oh, you're such a goody-good, she then teased me. We do have a deontologic, you know, I said to her. And if you're going to be a counsellor one day, you'd better come to terms with that fact, I said to her. Okay, that's fine, she said. Well, regarding your channeling, various sources in the literature to date suggest that it is an unhealthy practice. Really? She inquired. How come? That may be the source of your anxiety and depression, I said to her. I can't believe this, she told me. Quote me the sources, so I can read the articles myself. I will get back to you on that. Do you only channel energies, or you're also channeling your own emotions? I'm doing both, she said. I told you I'm quite experienced with this stuff. Well, by all indications, you're inflicting this severe traumatic pain on yourself through these procedures, I said to her. It soon became clear Anna was hitting on me. I wasn't quite sure if she did genuinely like me, or she did find me an appropriate subject for her witchcraft practice, possibly a little bit of both, I did think to myself. I was not at all impressed by this. I did not like this fact one bit. I was counting on a reference and a good, outstanding record for my future counseling practice, and here I was in a terrible impasse. And so I decided to end our professional relationship as soon as the context would allow. I could not let anything stupid occur, you see. At the same time, she was my patient, and I did bear some responsibility towards her state of health, which seemed to have been aggravating as time went by. Anna was reporting panic attacks now. She also mentioned she spent her evenings crying for no reason at all. I kept on trying to convince her it was her witchcraft practice, to blame for her poor state of mental health, especially the 2 types of channeling she was undergoing. She simply refused to listen. Then, I confronted her frontally, so to speak. I asked her straight up to cease any activity that would endanger her mental health in such a serious manner. She got very defensive on this one. She replied that witchcraft was a practice of a personal nature, and the ultimate decision in these matters belonged to her. She also mentioned that she thought it could have been a mistake. She'd share with me so many intimate details about her practice, since this sort of practice is profoundly personal and intimate in nature. I then told her it was a commendable act that she opened up about these issues, for if she would have done otherwise, there would have been no way I could have helped her. I'm really confused about who I am, she said to me. In what way? I asked her. Sometimes I am wondering myself if witchcraft is the right path for me, she said. Go on, I told her. But then I am forced to acknowledge that I have the witch's wound, you see. Go on, I said. So then a witch is all I can be, right? Wrong, I said to her. You could be anything you wanted. Then I decided things were going nowhere with her therapy, and so we should end the whole thing in a few weeks or so. It was hard to say the least. I got attached to Anna. It was not that she was attractive, which she was, in fact, but she had the best personality ever. I'm wondering why I am a witch, she told me at our last session. Like, is it destiny? Or something like that? No, I said to her. That's called the sin of origin. Explain, she said to me. One of your ancestors, probably your grandmother, did something to those guys, so they've chosen you in a coven to punish you. Is that so? She inquired. Yes, I said to her. Original sin goes on the maternal bloodline in witchcraft. In Freemasonry it is on the paternal bloodline. She seemed extremely surprised to hear such a thing. I can't say whether she believed me or not.